Day 27, the doubting tongue. For surely I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things he says will be done, he will have whatever he says. Mark 11:23. I fought hard to resist the knots that were attempting to form in the pit of my stomach. This was my first fight since September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks in America. Though tempted, I refrained from expressing my fear to the passenger in the seat next to me. As the plane taxied down the runway, I started to audibly quote various portions of Psalm 91. This I declare of the Lord, He alone is my refuge, my place, and my safety. He is my God, and I am trusting Him. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor fear the dangers of the fear. Though 1,000 fall aside, though 10,000 are dying around me, these evils will not touch you, for He orders His angels to protect you wherever you go. Long before the day of the flight, I have been confessing to myself and to everyone else that I was not afraid of flying again. But I know I found myself at the point where the rubber literally met the road. I promise. The promises of Psalm 91, as always, proved to be my salvation. Over the years, they had become the corner I ran in fearful situations. As I heard myself repeating these verses, my apprehension began to subside. I made a conscious decision to relax and to leave the flying to God. In my mind's eye, I envisioned angels holding the tip of each wing of plane. I found the vision especially helpful during a few moments of turbulence were experienced during the flight. Each time I declare His angels had ordered to keep this plane safe, I arrived at my destination without incident. I have triumphed over doubt. If we ever hope to tame a doubting tongue, we must become familiar with the promises of God. Word of doubt come out of the unbelieving heart. Of course, merely knowing the promises of God is not enough. We must become proficient at declaring them. Faith comes by hearing Romans 10:17. The more we declare our unbelief, the more reinforced it becomes. The more we assert our confidence in a positive outcome, the more our faith increases. Because we believe what we constantly hear, we must take personal responsibility for what we hear. We may have limited our contact with individuals who tend to express negatively about various outcome goals or results we desire. Often, our words of doubt originate out of tendency to act in self-confidence. Self-confidence is a concept doubted by the world that tells us we must rely on our own words. We must rely on our own skills and abilities. This is a direct contradiction of King Solomon's warning. He who trusts himself is a fool. Proverbs 28:26. When we face a challenge and quickly assess our own ability to conquer it, we most likely come up with short and doubting. We must be on guard not to give our doubts sustained by declaring them. If the spirit of unbelief plagues you, I challenge you to get a good study Bible and search the scripture for a verse relating to your area of concerns. Write down a passage, meditate on it often, and memorize it. I keep a template on my computer for typing scriptures to fit a 5x7 picture frame. I will select the passage that is relevant to a current problem. I cut it out, frame it, and keep it before me on my desk until I suddenly in my heart. When doubt arrives, I know them with the selected words of God. This sounds simple, but it's not easy. Some doubts die hard. We must be persistent in declaring our victory. What are some things you find yourself speaking about in a doubting way? Is it the fear of pursuing a career or a task for which you feel inadequate? The hopeless of forging an amicable relationship with a difficult person? The seemingly impossible task of getting into shape? Perhaps you have resorted to being a doubting Thomas who would only believe what he should touch. John 20:25. God's children are to live by faith in God. We cannot afford to get steamed in the sense roles or what we can see and feel. Our doubts can detour our destiny. Our attitudes and conversations will change when we face the reality that apart from God, we can do absolutely nothing. Decide today to skip the skepticism, doubt the doubts, and believe the best. Anything is possible for me if I believe. Therefore, I will declare my faith rather than discuss my doubts.